Alright, hi YouTube. We're gonna be playing the Stanley Parable. Or is it? No, yeah, it's definitely Parable, right? Don't know anything about this game. Yeah, I'm going in blind. But yes, say hi YouTube. Oh, there's Grayson saying hi to YouTube as well. Okay, and the time is 6:04. Let's confirm that. Okay. Alright, let's look into the settings. Turn that down a little bit.
This is the story of a man. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
I think that's good. I'd like music to be a little bit softer. That one seems okay. I love the narrator. I love his voice. That is like perfect. Okay, so it doesn't seem like I can do my Xbox controller. I do. I want to play Slay the Princess as well. Grayson, buddy. He's begging for attention right now. Okay. I think we're good. It's like one of those like omnipotent narrators. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start Stanley Parable, and I got the Ultra Deluxe edition. So apparently there's more like endings and stuff like that. So we'll see. And we're gonna go ahead and get right into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, okay, that's me. All right. That's interesting. Okay. Let's... Can we look around? I go in there? No?
All of his co-workers were gone, What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Where is everyone? Oh. It's like open drawers and stuff. Where is the meeting room? This place is huge.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What is with this big empty space? Okay, we go to the door on the left. But what if I want to go to the one on the right? Do I listen? You know what? I'm gonna listen for the first one. Oh, did it just? Okay. Whoa. Tips for not getting
Yet
fired.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You most of all. Who is clicking these slides? Money, money, more money. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. This is silly. Who moved my desk? Uh-oh. I don't really like how the employees have like numbers and not names. Like that's kind of creepy. Broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nah, I'm not going to the boss. I'm going downstairs. Oh. It's it's red.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk?
Well, no one else was here.
He believed everyone had vanished.
Everyone
His
did
boss
vanish.
would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically?
Okay, yeah, I was scared about that.
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
We're dreaming.
This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
What the heck?
And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying. and began to gently float above the ground.
Oh, what
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had
so
still
crazy.
not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head
Oh my
dictating
God.
everything that I'm doing and thinking?
Fourth wall break?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself? Believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself?
Oh God.
Stanley is
We
as
are
awake
going
right now
crazy. What?
as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite
What
a
are these
shock to
clocks?
Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream.
Well, yeah,
Did
yeah,
the
it's a
voice
dream.
not see him
It's a
float and
dream.
make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream.
Okay.
So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine.
Sounds like
I
someone trying to
am
convince
okay.
himself.
Stanley began screaming.
Oh!
Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just
Oh,
someone
God.
tell me I am real.
Oh, God, we're
I
having a
must be
crisis.
real. I must be. Can anyone
Oh, we're
hear
having
my
a crisis.
voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black. This is the story of a woman
Wait,
named
what?
Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any
Is
other.
this Stanley's wife?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place
Oh,
of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk.
What?
And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment,
Everyone knows.
she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better.
Damn.
But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
What? What? She just stared at the dead body, thought, wow, I'm so glad I'm normal. And then ran away to her meeting? What the heck? Okay. So we're back to square one, I guess.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Okay.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
We're not going there.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, we're gonna go admire the employee lounge. Oh, wow, it's actually pretty nice.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here,
Why is there like a pit?
drinking it all in.
Oh, look, is that a little... this sad little coffee station?
Really, really worth it being here in the room.
Yep, it's worth it, narrator.
So utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Yep.
Really worth it.
Super worth it. Look how cozy this chair is. I wish I could sit in it.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Oh, wow. Narrator is... Okay. You know what? No, I'm going to stay here for one more second and look at this beautiful painting. He is
Stanley
judging
sat
us.
around waiting for more dialogue. But when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Okay, game, I'll go.
But at last, he'd had
That's
enough
so
of the
funny.
amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
All right, we're going. Okay, this place is like ridiculously huge. Okay, we'll listen.
And so
We'll
he
listen.
detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What is... You expect me not to go to this where there's a big button? Oh man, we can't go up. What does this place even do? Like, what is this office? Like, what kind of work do we do? Okay. I know, I want to press the button. It was all red and flashy. Okay, so it just takes us back to the meeting room.
Person here either. Feeling a wave of
unbelievably
disbelief,
amazing work.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Well, listen, we'll go to the boss's office.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
Oh God,
to his boss's
why can't we
office.
see anything out this window? What the? Dang! Executive bathroom? How is this an office? This is like a studio apartment. What? What you got? The beige pages? Whoa.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him, and so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
Kitty.
2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845? Ooh, for a fun Easter egg, press only 8.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Oh, press 8 times.
2845.
The narrator is so done.
8.
Whoa. 8. Wow, that achievement. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
He is so done with our shit. Why is there a piano in this man's office? I know, I'm so good at this game, guys. Like, the narrator isn't doing everything for me. What the heck? What is... That's creepy. Is there anything over here? No? Okay. I got to press a button.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Whoa. Okay, let's avoid that.
Stanley
Wow.
walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Wow, that's not that's not obvious. Flight is on call. Extension 914 immediately. Oh. Escape. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe. If he hollers, let him go. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, we're going this way.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought.
That's
to
a lot of
himself.
TVs.
Did he have the strength to find out?
Let's see. What the heck? All those numbers on that page. Press big button.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true
Whoa.
nature revealed.
Oh,
Each bore the
fired.
number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Okay. Whoa, what is... What number were we again? Did it tell us? $427. Oh, it just shows our desk. That's so creepy. Press.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Oh no, there's a bot! Hold up. Let me see. We don't got any mods here. Man. Alright, I banned him. We good, we did. The bot is banished. Whoa.
No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Yes.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
We're gonna dismantle? What is this? What'd that do? Nothing? Mind controls idle, awaiting input.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for. On or off? 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 Let's rebel and do on. I want to see what happens. Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did
I
you?
did, narrator.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and
really?
I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Excuse me?
Let's say, 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You
This
are the
narrator
star.
is crazy.
It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Oh my god.
What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're
What are
gonna
those
die anyway.
buttons?
I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free.
He erased them.
Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why
Oh
not?
wow, so generous.
These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear
What
me,
is
what's
this
the matter,
puzzle?
Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed
No,
to be
I
doing
don't,
right
narrator.
now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off?
Oh.
I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room.
He's
These
calling me out
number
right now.
buttons. No, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button. Or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
God.
One solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley,
Yo.
you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble.
What?
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Oh, goodbye,
Take
employee
a look at the clock,
427.
Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
Holy
Just you
crap.
being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or
What?
don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever up.
Whoa. The end is never? Bruh. What the heck? Oh my god, what is this dude's problem? For real, narrator, who hurt you?
All of his co-workers were
What?
gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Holy crap. Is there like Easter eggs and stuff I could find in these rooms, I wonder? The end is never. That was crazy. What the heck? Oh. I wish I could open these drawers and just like snoop around.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm still like, what is this humongous empty room with 4 chairs and some filing cabinets? Like, that is the strangest thing. I don't want to listen to him.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. What a beautiful room. What a gorgeous, gorgeous room.
Fuel.
Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Okay, he's so
eager
funny.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Was this just like one big like human experiment or something? Like, what is this place? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion, will cause death. Penalty for misuse. Penalty for jumping. If you're not dead. 5,000.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
Mm-hmm.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Are you threatening my wife, sir?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
What? For narrator, leave our wife alone. She got nothing to do with this. What the? I don't want to go into this creepy room. That's just pure darkness. Are there cigarettes on the ground? Is there anything else I can do? I don't want to do that. Oh, nope, he locked me in. Alright. We're going in the pitch dark room. Oh.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
What?
To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Whoa, what the heck? Okay, we'll pick it up.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay,
Oh, Jester234, thank you for the follow.
Right, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Whoa, what the heck?
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Oh, this asshole. What the heck? Why is the room blocked? What?
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Good morning, employee 427. Press U on your keyboard. What? Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
The narrator is a hater, for real, for real. Like, what?
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
Okay, okay. I'm a people pleaser, alright?
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Okay, I'm gonna press I'm gonna press F. Okay, nothing happens. Alright, press L.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful, and each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Damn.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Well, dang. Or to spend time with the boys. Hanging out with the homies.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Yo. Prepare dinner.
As he wandered through
Whoa,
this
wait, what?
fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
Tell your kids a story?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Well, hey, I love you. I love you, wife.
But there is no answer.
Oh!
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
What the heck is going on?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself.
Oh.
But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna press the button. How long is it gonna take until until the narrator says something? Can't do anything else. Click, click, click. I think it may be like testing my patience. Screw it, I'm pressing the button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press Z to question nothing? But I want to question everything. Nothing was gonna happen until the button was pressed. Okay. Come on, narrator.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
What?
And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
What the heck? This game is crazy. This narrator, like, what is his deal? He is straight up hater. He is a hater.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of two open doors,
we're gonna go this way this time.
On his left.
For the meeting.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Tips for not getting fired.
Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Don't get fired.
Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, you know what? Let's listen to him.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Let's listen to him this time and see. Oh wait, I passed an Easter egg? Oh, I can't go back. That's right, because he locks us in. We'll do it next time.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 28. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Ooh. Ooh, this is calming.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Oh, this is so great. We're grooving.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Okay, we're gonna listen. I really want to go down that escape path.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Okay. Boop.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I wonder, like, what it means, like, when an employee gets fired. Like, what could they have done wrong? Boop.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Not pressing buttons, that's what they did wrong. Yeah, not pressing those buttons on their little computer.
To believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
We're gonna do it. System power off.
Blackness, and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command, Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
I want to see the picture. Oh, it's like, oh, cool. Whoa.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
I'm sure, narrator.
And Stanley was happy.
You freed yourself from having... Oh, wait. Beat the game. Oh, okay. So beating the game is just listening to the narrator. JJR, you freed yourself from having your actions dictated by others while your actions were dictated by the narrator. Oh, yeah, the irony there. That's something.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
All right, we're gonna do the escape route this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay, after the meeting room, there's a door with words. Okay. Oh, the broom closet? Oh, shit. A door actually opened when I clicked on it?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope. I'm clicking.
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet.
Shut up, narrator.
No reason to still be here.
Can I click on?
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is,
yeah.
he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm gonna stand here until the narrator gets super pissed.
Are you really
Yes.
still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Because I want to piss you off.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Oh my god, this is so funny. I love how, like, it just breaks the fourth wall.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friend, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
The broom closet ending was my favorite.
Stanley was fat and ugly and
Oh.
really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also,
Holy
Stanley's
crap.
addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh my god. Yeah, Stanley's addicted to the drugs and hookers.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to
How can I alert
decompose.
someone if my body's dead?
Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead. They have fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
This is so funny. Is that the end? Why is there like just electrical wires like everywhere? Just on the ground. Like, that's not safe.
Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board.
Second
I
player.
guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who... You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. A fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Oh, that's fantastic. Oh my god, broom closet just cozy.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I open this door? Wow. Ew, there's a rug in the bathroom? Whoa, what? To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Extreme bathrooms. Got a whole ass drawer in here too. Oh, that's bright. Can't do nothing. Can I flush the toilet? Aw, man. No toilet mechanic. Alright, we'll leave in the bathroom. Surprised that the narrator didn't say anything about that. I want to catch the door closing. Wait. Oh shit, what? I can open these doors? What is that painting? What? Why? Business strategy? Why? I hate that. What? No. That's awful. Look at him. Look at how cute he is. Look at him. I hate this boss. So why did he have such a humongous office? Literally, why? What are with all these empty rooms? Oh, can... We can actually use the elevator? Oh my god, we're not doing the escape anymore. We're doing this. Let's go up. Ooh, some elevator music. Groovin'. pick these up. Oh my god, how long is this? This elevator ride. Hello? Okay, I kind of hate that, like, humming. Oh, I hate that. Oh, it's creepy. It's, like, in my ear. Okay, is this, like, ever gonna stop unless I press something? It's giving me the heebie-jeebies, narrator. Okay, stop. 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 Stop, stop, stop. Okay, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? That was creepy. I did not like that. Okay. We're not doing that again. Oh. No, it's probably not. No, no, no. Nah, 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 nah. It's not gonna change if we go down, I'm sure. It's just gonna make us sit in there the entire time with the creepy narrator humming. Oh, thank you for the pats. Thank you. That was creepy. I didn't like it.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah.
Oh.
Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Oh my god, he just did it all. Wow, okay. Can I still? Nope, it doesn't let me. Dang, that's crazy. He's so done. He is so done with us. Oh my god. Escape time.
Stanley walks straight ahead through the large door that
Nope.
read Mind Control Facility.
No, we're not, sir. I want to press that button. Whoa, that's a creepy hallway if I've ever seen one.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, really? A violent death, you say?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
He's like, turn around, dumbass.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly
I am.
confront his death.
Yes, sir. Free will. Free will, bitch. Whoa, that's kind of... Do I want free will? Yeah, fuck it. Whee! Oh! Oh!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss.
Oh my god.
Plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Are we gonna get... Oh my god. Ah!
Farewell, Stanley, cried
What?
the narrator, as Stanley
A
was
lady?
led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him
What?
instantly.
Hello? Oh, what the heck? Oh. Whoa. Oh,
And
Latte,
yet it would be
hello!
just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Narrator. I like this lady narrator. She seems nicer. Whoa, what?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
What? Excuse me? Stanley was dead for— Whoa, what the heck? The office. A selection of the sounds used throughout the games when button is pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and synthesizer. Where are we right now? Is this like... Oh, cool. They have all the credits. Oh, it's a museum. Oh my god. Wow, this is really cool. Filing cabinets that I wish we could open. Ah, yes, all of the all of the stock photo images that are in every office. Stanley's computer. Latte. Solitary confinement. Shows the office from the beginning of the game. Path from Stanley's office to the two doors of the first part of the game that was built. Core layout remains almost identical to the first. Oh, cool. Whoa, this is really cool. I like this. Let's go this way. The crazy freaking office. And the clock. Oh my god, this place is huge. Oh, the cozy looking chairs. Oh, so the escape had like a door instead of that little sign.
Stanley stood on the snow.
Kevin Briding, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Oh.
Stanley pushed the orange lever. Then he pushed the number 4. Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design. Textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. Stood on the but of course,
Dang.
you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Still nothing. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Well, in that case, I'll tell you what, you win.
That's great. What a king. Freedom ending. Very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Nice. The elevator. Oh, okay. Whoa. Okay, not going there yet. I want to look at everything else. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout for this mock-up is still in the game. Cool. Wow, that's awesome. Good job, William. You did good. The offices. The evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. He got a lot bigger office. He got upgraded. Oh, in the previous version, choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone lead to a different ending. Oh. All the lifts. Whoa. Ultimately, the simplest version was one out from the flow of hallways. This game is funky. It's really cool, though. Oh, Dark, thank you for continuing the sub that Ali gifted you. Okay, I already went there. Did I get everything down here? Whoa, what? What the? Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. Interesting. Wow, that's so funny. Huh. Yep, December 2018 announced the Ultra Deluxe version. That's what I got, the Ultra Deluxe version. Oh my god, all the money. I want all that money. Maintenance room. Okay, I think we got through most of this stuff. We find that little corridor again. Is it this way? No, this is the narrator saying. Oh, wait, didn't see this. Wait. What? What is that? Zending model? I don't know what that means. Zending. Shooting an early version of the ending was Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part. Oh. Interesting. Cool. Okay, how do I leave? Oh. Oh, what?
Oh, look at these two.
That
How
laugh was
they wish
creepy.
to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Okay.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
What?
Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time
Nope.
choose for you. Don't let...
I'm not doing it. Okay. We're back where it started. I like the lady narrator. I like her voice. Also, what her deal is with this whole thing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Let's go back to the phone thing and not pick it up. Oh, what? New content? Got some more endings for the deluxe content. Hello?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
We're about to find out. New content? We're on a little ride.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Whoa.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
So did we get all of the endings from, like, the original game? Oh, that's what you were telling me. Oh, was I supposed to not not go to the new content door?
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure. Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or Oh,
there we go.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay, yeah, so I'm not locked out of the original content. Okay, cool.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
What?
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
What is this? Oh my god, do it. What? Yeah, I didn't think that we had a jump function, but now we can jump. Jump, 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 jump. Oh, that's creepy. I cannot jump outside the circle. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Oh my god. The fourth wall breaking is so funny.
Is that it?
Is that it?
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good. Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is. That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Thank you for enjoying the new content.
This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. Oh, it's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
That wasn't creepy. Oh, what? All right, then we're... Jeez, dude, he really wants his story told, doesn't he? Oh, but wait, we're... What the heck? What?
Psst.
Oh!
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
What the heck? Okay, Latte. Have a good night. Thank you. Thank you for stopping in. Let's go in the vent. Oh, cool. It's just a coffee mug and a screwdriver. Alright, head first.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Oh, hello! Hazelnut Cocoa raiding with a party of two. Hello! Senju Nam and Hazelnut, thank you for the raid. Thank you for stopping in. Whoa, what the heck is this? And thank you for the follow, Senju Nam. Whoa, this is...
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
And thank you, Hazelnut Cocoa, for the follow as well. Oh my gosh, the mushrooms have consumed us. What is this memory zone we got going on here? Okay, opening door by itself. It's fun.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Ah, 2013, that was a good year. Aw. Their first dollar. The first dollar. It is impossible to get this achievement. Is that a real achievement? Don't play for 5 years? Oh, Hazelnut Cocoa, you're gonna head out. You just played the game for 3+ hours. Your brain is fried. I feel ya. Have a good night. Thank you for rating. Appreciate you.
And over here
Oh,
is
there's
where I keep
singing.
reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art, Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them.
Persona
and now, it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
I think the narrator's upset that there's a Ultra Deluxe edition. I don't know, I'm just getting that vibe.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories. These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Why can't I get in this door that opened? Hello? This box is in the way. Oh, I gotta go in here? Oh, it's open now.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
The narrator doesn't even know. Oh shit.
Oh no. Oh God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh my gosh. Oh boy. They put someone's review in here.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Okay. Oh, another one.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did, but maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel...
Oh no.
Like a failure.
Oh no, he's having a crisis.
Like I let these people down.
Oh no.
Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, it's okay. It's okay, narrator. Oh boy.
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
No, I don't want
Not
that.
if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable.
Ah!
That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
I don't need a skip button. It's fine. We don't need a skip button.
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No.
Is he gonna keep going
The
unless
Stanley
I press it?
Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story, and the choices, or what have you, and therefore, by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably, we all, until the end of time.
This
at
voice
which time,
actor is
everything
great.
all at once. So, now you see, blah, 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 blah. We've eaten too much, and it can't be just yet. No, until 245. That the logic of elimination working backwards, the deduction therefore becomes impossible to manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years, until just yesterday, here
Boop.
and there. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes.
Skip.
Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this.
Cookie
and whether
9.
they'll edit the rating of their Steam review, or at least change some of the wording, perhaps. To be honest, I don't even know if one can. Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been skipping through is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45
Oh
minutes.
my gosh.
Not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? But at any rate, Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer, and my God, there's no way out of the room. Stanley, the door is gone.
Oh.
It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle. I've
What
checked
the heck?
every one of those walls 1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button, and if you keep pressing it, I have
Okay.
no... Oh, Stanley, you're back.
What?
You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
What the heck?
I've been sitting here all that time. Just sitting here. Not a single person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been, right? Me talking and you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me
Oh, the
just
plant's dead.
talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button. That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley. I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening. I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It was the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my
Dude
story
is going
to the
crazy.
ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know you can hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe, if you can hear me, then maybe it means I'm real.
Whoa.
Maybe I'm not just a fiction. Was I scared of that all along?
This is
Perhaps.
an existential crisis for the
Perhaps
narrator.
I've been scared this whole time, that if I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness...
All right, the emptiness
folds
is coming
itself
again.
Oh, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time. I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year? Let
What?
me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed opportunities. I felt nothing at all.
Okay,
but
dude was saying
regret
that he
for the
sat
longest
down.
time, Stanley. Days, months.
Does he
I
have
lost
a
it all
physical
in
form?
A blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe.
How does it
as
sound like the
collapse
narrator
of
wants to
every
break up?
moment
He's
I
breaking
have
up with
ever
us, guys.
experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart.
Yeah.
It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it for what felt like an eternity, for what I now know
Is he
was
gonna
far
die if we
less.
keep
You see,
skipping?
it was a revelation for me. It was unlike anything I had ever known.
Alright, bud, you had
It
an
was a
epiphany,
space
blah, blah, blah.
without
Oh, shit. Oh, no, is he dead? He's not talking. Narrator? A narrator? What's beeping? Oh my god. Oh my god. Did we kill him?
But they didn't understand the game
What?
was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's the inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising
Dude
heart
is so
the words
bad.
that they're speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences.
Skip button. Skip.
The end is never the end, is
Whoa.
never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the end,
Okay.
is never the end, is never the end,
Okay.
is never the end, is never the end, is never
Hate
the
that.
end, is never the end, is never the end.
Hate that. Is he gonna talk? Oh, Channy, hello! My blue lock buddy. Is the building like falling apart? Oh, yep, it was falling apart. Oh god. I want to leave now. I want to leave. I want to leave. Skip. Sunlight. Narrator. Okay, Channy, thanks for thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Bye, Channy. Love you. Okay, so we're like not a real person. Because we would be long dead by now, right? Like we're dead or something, and this is like I genuinely don't even know if there's like logic to this. Ew, what is that noise? Oh, button down. We're frozen in time to the point where we don't age as time passes us. Holy crap. Oh god, we're leaning. We're leaning. Can we go? Oh shit. What the heck? Oh my god. Oh my god. We are the last person on Earth? Holy shit. What if we just keep walking? And I would walk. Oh. Are you for real? Bro. What the heck? Oh, let me change back. What the heck?
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be.
Oh.
Stanley
Dialogue's
just needed
different.
to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Okay, I'm not gonna go to the new content this time.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs
I
to his
wonder-
boss's office.
If I go down here, is it gonna be that one same ending? Okay, it's gonna be the same. Oh, wow, okay, just let us right into the...
Here's the door, just go.
There's one ending I haven't done on this path. Okay, cool. Through this way? I wanted to see if there was anything else down in the mind control place.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Yeah, JJR, is there any more endings down the escape route? Go back? I press the button to go back up.
Whoops. Nope. Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office?
Or
well,
does
that's
it?
a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Whoa. Hold up. Is there anything new?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has
He is
fleshed
such
out
a
the
hater.
plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Is that the ending? Or we just come back and he's like, "Oh, you're such a dummy, Stanley." Do what I feel? I feel like I want to touch stuff. What if I spam one? No? It's gotta be something, right? I don't know. I don't think there's nothing. $6969. Eight 008. JJ, you're gonna have to help a girl out. I don't know. Do we go back down and then up again? Let's try. Let's just go up and down the elevator.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
I just like touching stuff. See, the narrator
Did you
gets
think
mad.
we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
What?
Oh my god.
The music
boss's
scared
office.
me.
This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. Darkest scares you too?
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Oh my gosh, he is such a petty little bitch. of a bop, though.
All right. I have fully come to terms with it.
Have
I
you, sir?
made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
Alright, we'll go back down.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Guess what we're doing? Boop. Oh, he's quiet.
You know what? I've just thought of something.
Oh.
Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow? There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual reveal?
Oh, he's got a point.
This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you. Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you, so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Oh, what the heck? What?
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramids. The guy who went to Mars. Oh, this is... An evening with world peace, baby? Stanley, tonight, live on stage.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
Okay, open this one. Dang it. Alright. World's first sentient machine. Oh my gosh. A conversation with Alexander the Great. Doing great.
All right, are you ready? I've told them you're going to speak a little bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry. You'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you. Go get them.
Oh, co-workers. Stanley, me, Dad, age 6. Break a leg, champ, your boss. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him, Tiger. I love the way you ride elevators. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're too cool. Good luck on stage. Oh my goodness, this is so funny. Hell yeah, let's go on stage. Oh. Oh my gosh. Hell yeah. Oh. Okay, so it went well. Yeah, it went well. Yeah. Is there a phone ringing? Where's it coming from?
Good morning. Thank you for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation. We are confirming your shipment of 1,327 cardboard boxes to your place of work.
What?
Can you verify that this is correct? Excellent. Your order will arrive shortly. Thank you again for contacting the Future Happiness Foundation.
What the fuck? Okay. It's interesting. The narrator's not talking. Oh no, someone spilled their coffee.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Only one more ending on. Okay, left path it is.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave
Don't
of
get
disbelief,
fired.
Stanley
Tips for
decided
not
to
getting
go
fired.
up to his boss's office,
So funny.
hoping he might find an answer there.
Check the broom closet again. Beep.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going
No,
to
no, no, no,
encourage
no,
you.
no, no, no.
I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your time.
Can I click on anything? Click, click, click. That's it? Okay. Into the room with all the monitors?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley
Okay.
walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okie dokie.
Here's the door.
Already
Just go.
open. Yeah, yeah. Boop. Alright, mind
Stanley
control,
walked straight
mind
ahead through
control.
the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Mind control room. Boop.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
The
Stanley
next
thought
and
to
final
himself.
step will
Did
sound
he have the
nuts. Find a
strength
way to
to
jump
find
off.
out?
Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so this one I'm not gonna press the button. Or wait, maybe I will have to.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Getting up on a table? Eh. I can like get up on it, but it won't. Hold on. Can't move forward. Oh shoot! I did it!
Aha! You've made it to the bottom
Oh
of the
my
mind
gosh.
control facility. Welcome! You see, back when the Stanley Parable first launched in 2013, getting to the bottom of the mind control facility was a bug that we simply didn't catch during development. And
Oh my
you all
gosh.
sent us lots of photos of it on Twitter and acted very superior about it. And you're all very, very clever. Good for you.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's so
when
funny.
it came time to update the game, we knew that we had to do something about this little goof of ours, so here you go. New content. You can call it the bottom of the mind control room ending, if that enhances your perception of the value of these updates. Isn't that what you crave? New content? Always more content, more content, more. And I'm here to give it to you. I'm here to make it seem like we really covered every nook and cranny of the game, with secrets and Easter eggs. How about this? We wrote a new piece of music just for this section. You won't hear it anywhere else in the game. It's a secret that's just for you. That's how special you are.
We're
We
special.
call this track, Good Job You've Made It to the Bottom of the Mind Control Facility. Well done.
Good job. You did it. Good job. 3, 2, 1. Good job. You made it to the bottom of the mind.
Oh my gosh, this is so great.
You jumped on the catwalk. You should have been careful. Should have been careful. It used to be a bug, but now it's an ending. Now it's an ending. I believe in you. I believe in your ability to cross this barrier and chase your dreams. The railings don't mean
Oh my goodness.
anything. Good job, you did it. 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 Good job.
I'm gonna have this stuck in my head.
Good job, you did it.
Wow. That was amazing. Oh man. Whoa.
Wait, Stanley
All
thought
the
to himself.
boxes.
Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Oh my goodness.
When
Okay,
Stanley
right door.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yep.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime.
Ah, the
a
beautiful
work of
lounge.
art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle charm, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Which way do we go to get to the phone again? This door or straight ahead? I forget. Okie dokie.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, this narrator's so funny.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Oh, he sounds so creepy.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Her.
She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly... Oh, no, you can't... Did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Oh.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read.
What?
Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Oh, so everyone at my job.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process.
What is happening there?
Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more
8?
than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Oh, yep, the number 8. Whoa,
welcome
what
back.
the?
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. That was silly. I like that. That was that was funny.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying.
Oh.
Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Oh man, I want to jump. Dang it. Yeah, we're jumping next time. Oh, okay. Love that. The door is just opening. And we're going back.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
The real world.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah. Nah.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in
Whoa.
the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Aw, won't let me go. Oh, look at the chair! Alright, we gotta go left. Error 404, door not found. Whoa!
It's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked
We're
about...
breaking it.
My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about
funsies.
seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now.
Whoa.
And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What
Can I
do
get up on this table?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh. Ah! Oh no! Oh, that was creepy. Whoa.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What,
Okay,
did you think that would
sorry.
be funny?
Yeah,
You
it
just
was
had
funny.
To see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would.
Oh.
That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Dude, we already saw the ending. I'm going in here.
No! Why did you do that?
Oh, is it still the
Quickly,
same?
Hurry back.
Oh shit.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task.
Guess what?
Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
No,
he
sir.
entered the door on his left.
No, sir. We're gonna piss him off. Beep, beep, beep. Let me in! Let me in! Oh, he's not forcing us to go back now? Oh, look at that picture. Dang it, so we do have to go back. Okay, okay.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh! It was just kind of late, I guess.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's try this again. Narrator? Oh no, is it busted?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always
Okay,
putting
so I
the
think-
story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
I think it's just gonna be
When
just
Stanley
putting us
came
back
to a
here
set of
until
2
we go
open
left.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to see if he would get mad if I kept going in the right way. In the right door, but I think that was it.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, it doesn't have the bathroom sign anymore. Won't let me in. Huh. Oh, what? That's different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
What?
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Hello? Night Shark 115?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Well, yeah.
He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get
Narrator,
on with the
we
story.
cannot
This
speak.
is a crucial step.
We cannot speak, sir.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way?
Sure.
Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Whoa.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What the fuck?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important.
Oh my god.
The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand?
We're the narrator
Whatever
now.
choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose.
Whoa.
Do something. Anything.
Oh,
This
that's
is
so
more important than
creepy.
you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait.
Bruh.
You need time to decide.
Oh,
make
he
sure your
sounds
choice is
sad
right.
and
That
kind of
is the best
cuckoo.
choice. That's all right.
Sorry, Leroy? Who's Leroy?
It's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Bruh. What the heck? Whoa, that was creepy.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, I feel kind of bad for the narrator too. Like, that's like his one purpose. Let's go in the new content room
good.
again.
You notice my sign. Yes, I have something very exciting to show you.
Oh my gosh, Dark, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Oh no. Oh, look, you can see the writing on the door. I completely forgot.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley Parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley Parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further. Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
2? Oh!
Yes, you see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel.
Taste
An entirely
sequel.
new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions. This is what fans have truly been asking for. Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic
Two
statement
doors.
right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential. Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts, that surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than
Look
anything
at these
scientific
twos.
or
Like,
logical,
what
really.
is going on here? Oh, ominous little stool right there. Oh
Here
my
we are.
gosh.
Go on, try out some of the new features.
Reassurance bucket. Merch. The button that says the name of the player that is playing the game. That would be creepy. Hear your name in the game? Mm-mm. What's in here?
An epilogue would be fun, wouldn't it, Stanley? Yes, yes, it will go at the end of the, well, we'll figure that out later.
Dude has no idea what he's doing. Aw, look at Stanley. Free achievement? Can't believe it's that simple. Let's do it. Pull the lever, receive your new achievement, no more steps. It just works.
Now, here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes, you see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given. Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stan.
Oh, come
but
on.
I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel, to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature. Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
Boo. Alright. Let's go to the infinite hole.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
It's up. Okay. Oh, is it this way? The infinite hole?
Okay, I'll be honest, I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm
Balloons?
undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
Get well someday. Hello? Hello? I want the infinite hole, please. Oh, there it is. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece. I like get well someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece it is.
Oh.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision. We're moving on.
What the heck? Wait, what? Is the infinite hole back in here, or... Oh, that's the reassurance bucket. I passed the infinite hole? What? Huh? What is this? Every pause button is Roman numeral 2.
Come now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Is this the infinite hole? I'm so confused. There's no path to go right.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle.
Spent all the jumps.
Oh, well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece, then.
Oh, down here. What the... What's this? The holy moly! How deep can we dig? It just keeps going.
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before in a video game. This is, in fact, a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time, if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
All right. Whee!
You see, isn't it wonderful? One of my more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
Does it really just keep going?
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer, but I do recommend you use the teleport button to go back to the top. Maybe do it on the sooner rather than later spectrum of things.
I want to keep falling.
Okay, Stanley, I don't know quite how to say this tactfully, but it's possible that I slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain it is. It's an extremely deep hole. I don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a...
Ah!
Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out, Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever. Look, I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Whoa, damn, getting defensive here.
Look, things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite?
Mostly?
If that works for you,
No, it doesn't.
Then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here.
False advertising. Damn, someone just dropping all their cigarettes down here? New mug. Let's teleport back.
Great. Now, I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Okay. Okay, nothing else here. Do it again. Okay, let's do it again.
Oh, for heaven. You see, I was right. The problem is you. The problem is that you like holes too much.
Oh.
A normal person would have said, yep, that's an infinite hole right there. Goes on forever till the end of time. Don't need to see it all, but not you. Oh, no. You have a weird sort of... Oh. Did the hole seem even shorter to you this time? I couldn't help but feel like you spent a little less time in there than you did before. I mean, admittedly, I didn't make an infinite hole, but I didn't think it was that not infinite. Well, I suppose once again there's nothing to do here. If you decide you've had enough of the hole, you can hit the teleport button and come join me up above. Had enough? I'm positively thrilled.
Going back down. Whee!
Really, gosh, how could I have guessed? You're back in the hole. If this starts to become a thing where... Wow. Okay. Yes. I'm starting to become extremely certain that the hole is not only not infinite, but that it's growing steadily less and less infinite.
Less and less infinite.
I suspect that I'm starting to hit the point where it's no longer feasible to call the hole infinitely deep, even by the lax overall standards for accountability and marketing. What's going on here? Stanley, I have no explanation for the uncertain nature of the hole's length. Here, let's try something. Let's pop back up to the top, and we'll see if it gets any shorter.
Oh, wow, he's actually, like...
Well, there it is.
Allowing us to...
The shame of my lie has come to haunt me. Not only is the hole not infinite, but it's barely even a hole at this point. How is this still appealing to you? I know you're obsessed with holes, but at this depth, I just can't see this scratching the itch. Oh, who am I to judge? You just do whatever it is you're here to do and hit the teleport button when you're ready to move on.
It is a kiddie pool. Alright, get me out of here. Oh.
Is the, teleport button not working? You sure? Well, I mean...
Let me out.
I really don't have an explanation. It was working just a moment ago. Try it again.
Let me out.
Still
Let me
nothing?
out.
Well, I suppose
No.
there is one thing I can do to fix this. I'm out. Goodbye, Stanley.
Oh.
You couldn't bear to be away from the hole, and now you'll get more time with it than you could ever have asked for. It's a win for everyone. You get to be
She's
with the hole.
trapping us.
I get to do literally anything else. Take care, Stanley. I hope you and the hole have a wonderful rest of eternity.
Sentence I never thought I'd hear. Bro. He said, fine, you like the hole better than me? You're stuck here. Let me out. Let me out. G. Spacebar? No. Oh my god, let me out. Let me out of the hole. Okay, don't love this. Don't love it. Don't love it. Yep, it's getting deeper. Can I teleport? No. Change your perspective. Whoa. What the? Wow, look at us. Basic white man energy right there. Perception? What the? What is happening? Reality? Oh, what? Yourself? What? What is happening? Oh my god. Ah, that was a jump scare. Whoa, okay, that is Jesus Christ. No. Oh, that one's not bad. I kind of like that style. Oh! Oh, look at him!
Stanley? Stanley? Stanley! Oh, good, you're awake. It seems you had sort of dozed off there, drifting away into dreamland. But we can't have that, Stanley, because this hole is just so darn fascinating that I want you to be wide awake for every second of it. You don't want to miss a single moment. So how about if I just pop in from time to time and wake you up to keep you really, truly focused on the hole?
Oh, he is so petty.
From the looks of things, you and I will have many, many years here in this hole, and I'm looking forward to all of them. Stay alert, Stanley. I'll be back. Toodle pip.
Toodle pip. Bruh. Let me out of the hole. Oh. Oh. We're back. Did he bar it off?
Here we are. Go on. Try out some of the new features.
Let's go to the reassurance bucket. Well, that hole was interesting.
A common complaint of the Stanley Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true. As long as you hold on to the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting. You may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution. Come on, give it a try.
The bucket. Whoa.
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body.
We have a
And in
bucket
fact,
friend.
Can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well? I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Wow.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they? All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Wow, I love the bucket. Just pick it up. That's perfect. Oh, hello. I don't know. LOL 332. Hello. We have a bucket friend.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Ooh, the button.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
It only
But
says
of course,
Jim.
in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role-play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature. Just play along.
I'm Jim.
I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim. I want you to imagine yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim,
My
falling
name Jim.
in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I am Jim.
If so, then please step forward and press the button.
Jim.
Yes! You see? What a thrill! What a rush! That was you! The button described you. Do it again. Do it again.
Oh, he is so excited right now.
Jim.
Oh, it hits even harder the second time. If this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money. Let's take a break from the Jim button. I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
He is so happy right now. Hold up, I want to press one more time.
Whoa there, cowboy. Sometimes a person can be too much Jim. I'm putting the Jim button away. Otherwise, soon you'll start to lose all sense of who you actually are.
Oh man, he's caught on to us. We just repeatedly press things. Fine, no more Jim. God dang, these are huge.
I
What
suppose
else?
I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually save me the work of finishing this feature.
Only people named Jim. You heard Jim in the game. The button that says Jim. Oh, that's perfect. What else did we miss? Merch. We did the achievement thing. We went in here. What else is there? Collectibles? Can you find them? Whoa.
Ah, collectibles. now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
No achievement for collectibles? Wow, look at that. Look how sad he looks. Oh, 1 out of 6. Oh, goodness. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I love my avatar too. His little kitty cat.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything.
Can you
in
guess
a
my
video
favorite
game,
color?
and then they give you a
IDK?
big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
I can't jump no more. Correct, it is green. And I miss some green. I already did the achievement thing. Oh, exit. Gotta go this way.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to
Yes.
move on now?
Yes.
So, Stanley,
the?
what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether
Oh,
or
boy.
not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay, are you ready? Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2.
Oh.
I mean, there's potential here, right? It's sort
What
of...
is this?
Okay, never mind. Hold on, let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this
Yes,
is much
the
better.
bucket's
I
name is
feel good
Bucky.
about this. Here we go. Version 2.
Oh, wow.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully,
Oh,
of
boy.
course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh boy. Oh. Okay, we'll begin.
This is the story of a man.
Oh, there's a
named
skip
Stanley.
button.
Stanley worked for a
Oh
company
no,
in a
the
big building
balloons.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
I wonder when the name button
no one
comes
had
in.
showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Between birthday. That's so random. Oh, the bucket. Oh. This time whenever you take the bucket, it'll be new content. For standard content, don't take the bucket. Oh yeah, we didn't jump off the thing, so I won't take the bucket.
Stanley felt the bucket calling to him, begging him to pick it up. Why was he not doing it?
Aw. Poor Bucky.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room,
The
and
right
Stanley knew
door.
it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now in this incredible room,
Nope.
Stanley for the first but
We're gonna
eager
jump
to
off
get
the
back
thing.
to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Heck no.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley.
Yep.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Perfection. Absolute perfection. That was great.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Now try landing
Maybe
on the
Stanley
catwalk.
would never pick up the bucket.
Oh my god.
Lonely
Okay.
bucket, lonely and
Oh no,
miserable.
the bucket's all
When Stanley
lonely.
came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach,
Let's do
giddy in a
dialogue.
way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Could a man
mean-
love a room?
Truly, truly, deeply, madly.
Alright, do we ship Stanley in the
Love.
room? Oh my god.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Oh, you're right. Stanley in the bucket. Yeah, Stanley and Bucky. Well, I'm just looking at all this stuff in here. Yeah, I want to try to get on that there. Oh, there's a collectible over there.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Wait, how am I supposed to get over there,
realize that
though?
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yes.
Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Danger everywhere.
Now listen
Ooh.
carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Collectible.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort
Hell
of
yeah.
happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
Perfection. We're not going through the red door, we're going through the blue door.
Aha, perhaps
Oh.
you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Bruh. No. Going
I
through
still don't think
Wah!
we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
the red door. Blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you.
Blue door. Oh, that's
You
creepy.
see? There's nothing here. I haven't
What's
even
that?
finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you
Specifically.
not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles?
Yes.
Skill trees?
Yes.
Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This
Ooh.
already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Orange.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
1. It
A
sucked.
1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Whoa. Leaderboard. Good old Neil. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. Oh my gosh. That's so silly. Let's go to the middle door. Oh, just takes us here.
Would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Give it like a 3.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Oh.
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Houdini.
In this game, the
What
baby
the-
crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh my god. Let it die.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
Oh.
Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Whoa.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our
Oh my god,
motivation?
is this Firewatch? It looks like
But it seems
Firewatch.
obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Creep Tower.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Oh goodness. Alright guys. It's a little over 3 hours. And I got work in the morning. And as much as I want to keep playing, I'm gonna have to call it here. I hope that it saves from where I left off here. I'm not entirely sure if it will, but I hope it does. Because there's no save option, so... Even doesn't, it's not that hard. Yeah, that's true. Even doesn't, it's not that hard to get back to. That's very true. But yeah, holy crap. This game is something. I love the fourth wall break with the narrator, and the narrator is so funny. Like, he had me laughing the entire time. That's perfect. Alright, so that was part 1, I guess, of the Stanley Parable. And we'll probably, I'm aiming to finish it tomorrow. I'll probably stream around 5 EST. So probably finish that, and then if it doesn't take that long to finish, I'll probably play like another just short game or something. But yeah, we'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Good night.